Look tired, John. Come on.
It's a little hot.
How bad can it be you didn't wrestle?
Huh?
How bad can it be you didn't wrestle?
I wrestled 10 matches.
How you feeling?
It's a good win. You know, I mean, obviously it's easy to look at and say there's some ugly wins, but a lot of times on the road you got to win ugly. You know, and I thought we wrestled a little tight. I thought we, all the above, didn't wrestle at the end of periods, didn't come off the whistle on the top and bottom. Cautions flying everywhere because of discipline. So a lot of ugly, but good wins. You know, you got to find a way to scratch out a point. You know, and winning on the road is not easy. It's not easy here.
The last 2 years, these two programs have basically tied. Is that how close these programs still are?
I guess we'll see. You know, tied last year, they finished third and we finished fourth. I think that's where we want to be. So yeah, are we tied for third and fourth? Maybe we still are. I mean, we're going to have to wrestle better than that. Both teams are if they really think they can win a championship.
What are your feelings about the criteria to determine these duels?
I like it. You know, there should be a winner. There shouldn't be ties. You know, I'd rather wrestle for it. You know, line 10 guys up, 1 minute each guy, and takedowns. Something. We've talked about it. You know, I tried to actually push that last year. So, but there's a criteria there, and total points scored. I guess that came down to no pins, no tech falls, right? So.
When Oliver lost that though, that early on, did you look ahead how those would affect it later?
No, I didn't look ahead. I mean, you watched a 6-5 match, and you knew several matches were going to be tight. And you were going to have to win some of those. You know, so I didn't look ahead. Didn't worry about it. I knew we could still win. I knew there was a lot of competitive matches left that looked and appeared to be tight.
With Jordan, with the problem with the cautions, was the noise bothering him? He couldn't.
There's probably a few things that was bothering him before the match. So maybe a few things that needs to focus on, making sure we're doing right all season.
Tough cut. He didn't. I mean, it didn't take any shots.
Don't know.
Rochold over Byers, is that the way it's going to be moving forward, or?
No. A lot of season. That Byers a tough kid. So was Rochold. Really.
How are you going to figure that out? You know how you're going to figure that out?
Well, competition always figures it out.
Start them both back and forth.
It's pretty easy. You know, tournaments everywhere. Send some guys, you know, wrestle dual meet one weekend, and one guy go to a tournament. So, you know, that's easy. Competition always figures it out. You don't have to know who to choose.
Well, what happened with Rochold that he was able to turn around like this year? Like the way he has?
I think maturity. I think, you know, he's never been a winner. You know, never won a high school state championship. And I think him just starting to see that he had a chance to watch his brothers, you know, and they were real successful, and he struggled getting there. So I think he finally saw himself as that, you know, somewhere along the road this year. Really started to develop some pretty good habits. His attitude got a lot better, and you know, he really just developed mentally. So good shots tonight by him. Good finishes, hard finishes.
Chris Perry moving down to 174. Is this where he should have been the whole time?
I think so. You know, I think that we were a little worried about it last year. You know, I think that, and in the end, it was about him just pushing big bodies at 84 and seemed to struggle. You know, and want to see him doing more. If you're not going to, you know, you're not going to do a lot at 84, you might as well go to 74. So, I mean, need more out of it.
Do you leave here being happy, John?
Yeah, you have to. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it's a good win.
What would you grade them at as a team? Coming out with the win, but you said they've got work to do.
Probably a C-. You know, I mean, I know we're a lot better than what we performed. I thought my 41 looked good. I think that just a little bit overwhelmed, things that we're going to have to recover from and see that we can never get there if we can't be in the big match and be able to go hard the entire time without getting emotional. I think he's in pretty good shape, real good shape. I think he got emotional. I think it's going to help him, though. I think that experience will help him. Yeah, it's good to win, but I think our guys will understand real quickly on the way home that it wasn't a great performance by our team. Doesn't mean that we could have beat them worse. It just means that I have a better team than them.
In your words, what does this rivalry mean to the sport as a whole?
Well, it's been important, from the standpoint of big matches and you've seen some great wrestlers come in here and have been beat. You've seen the same in Stillwater. It seems like it's a dual meet that never turns out the way you think. I think people were probably feeling pretty good when Jordan Oliver got beat. But the one thing I take from this, and the team should, is that we won without him. I think that's important.
Loud in there tonight, obviously hostile environment, as you mentioned. Talk about your team's readiness for nationals after having been through that tonight.
Well, it definitely is something that we got to move forward from, because I think a lot of emotions went into that match that affected our overall power, strength, explosion, and you need to understand that you got to get that under, those are times in practices and experiences that when you feel tired, you make a choice of what you do, because this is what it's going to feel like in those situations.
Do you do anything with the team to prepare them to come to an environment like this?
I talked about Ed Gallagher Street. I didn't have to say a whole lot. It was Ed Gallagher Street. Talked about that was our first coat, one of the greats, and let's put a little extra in for him. And that's about all we said. We didn't talk too much other than talking about stopping that street.
Anything else, guys?
Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, John.